God says, someone is about to leave your life for a reason. My child, there is something happening around you that you may not fully understand yet. You've been sensing distance where there used to be closeness. You've noticed changes in conversations, changes in attitudes, changes in relationships that once felt secure. A person who was once present is becoming absent. Someone who once called frequently now rarely reaches out. Someone who once promised loyalty now seems uncertain. And because of this, your heart has been asking questions. What happened? Did I do something wrong? Why are they changing? Why does this relationship feel different now? Today, I want you to hear my voice clearly. Not everyone who enters your life is assigned to stay forever. Some people are blessings for a season. Some people are lessons for a season. And some people must leave so that the next chapter of your life can begin. You have been trying to hold together something that I have already allowed to loosen. You have been exhausting yourself trying to save connections that are no longer healthy for your future. You have been carrying relationships that were never meant to carry you into your destiny. Listen carefully. When someone walks away from your life, it does not automatically mean you have failed. Sometimes their departure is protection. Sometimes their departure is preparation. Sometimes their departure is my answer to a prayer you forgot you prayed. I know it hurts. I know you wish things could stay the same. But growth often requires change, and change often requires separation. Do not fear what is leaving. Pay attention to what I am making room for, because what I remove and what I allow to leave are often two different things. The people I send into your future will not need to be forced to stay. They will walk beside you willingly. They will support your growth rather than compete with it. They will bring peace rather than constant confusion. And before that can happen, some doors must close. Some chapters must end. Some relationships must fade. Trust me, I see the entire picture. You only see the current page. Stay with me as I reveal what this season truly means. My child, one of the greatest mistakes people make is believing that every ending is a punishment. That is not true. Many endings are actually acts of mercy. Think about how often you have prayed for peace. Think about how often you have asked me for direction. Think about how many times you have begged me to remove what was hurting you. Yet when change arrives, you sometimes resist the very answer you requested. You ask me to remove confusion. Then you become upset when a confusing person leaves. You ask me for peace. Then you fight to keep a relationship that constantly steals your peace. You ask me for clarity. Then you cling to people who create uncertainty. My child, there are relationships that look valuable from the outside, but quietly drain your spirit from within. Not everyone who smiles at you is celebrating you. Not everyone who stays near you is helping you. Not everyone who says they love you is helping you become who I created you to be. Some people enjoy your presence but resist your growth. Some people like the old version of you because it made them comfortable. But when you begin changing, healing, growing, and moving closer to me, they become uncomfortable. Why? Because growth changes relationships, and not everyone is willing to grow with you. That does not make them evil. It simply means their assignment in your life may be ending. When a season ends, forcing it to continue causes more discomfort than letting go. Often creates unnecessary pain. You were not called to chain people to your journey. You were called to trust me with your journey. Let those who must leave, leave. If I intend for them to remain, no distance will permanently separate you. And if I intend for them to go, no amount of chasing will make them stay. Trust me enough to release what I am no longer asking you to carry. There are moments when holding on becomes more damaging than letting go. Many people are exhausted today, not because they are carrying their own burdens, but because they are carrying relationships that expired years ago. They continue investing energy into people who no longer invest back. They continue fighting battles they were never meant to fight. They continue rescuing people who refuse to change. My child, You are not responsible for fixing everyone. You are not responsible for saving everyone. You are not responsible for carrying every broken person into their future. Some people must learn lessons without your intervention. Some people must face consequences without your rescue. Some people must walk their own path. You can love people deeply without carrying responsibilities that belong to me. You can care without controlling. You can pray without chasing. You can forgive without reconnecting. You can release someone without hating them. Many believers struggle with this truth. They think letting go means they stopped loving. But sometimes letting go is one of the most loving things you can do. Because real love does not imprison people. Real love trusts me. And when you finally release what I never asked you to carry, you create space for healing that could not happen while you were holding on. Nature teaches a lesson many people overlook. Before new leaves appear, old leaves fall. Before new growth begins, something old often ends. Before new opportunities arrive, space must be created. You have been focusing on what is leaving. I want you to focus on what is coming. The relationship ending is not the entire story. The friendship changing is not the entire story. The separation is not the final chapter. There is more ahead. I am preparing connections that align with your purpose. I am preparing relationships built on honesty. I am preparing people who will celebrate your growth instead of fearing it. I am preparing divine appointments you cannot yet see. But if your hands remain tightly closed around what is leaving, how will you receive what I am sending? You cannot grab something new while refusing to release something old. Trust me. The empty space you fear today may become the blessing you celebrate tomorrow. The loneliness you feel now may be temporary preparation. The silence may be creating room for clarity. The separation may be creating room for alignment. Do not judge your future based on your current emotions. I am still working, even when you cannot see it, even when you cannot understand it, even when the process feels painful. I am working. My child, there is something I need you to hear. Stop chasing people who keep choosing distance. Stop exhausting yourself trying to convince others to value what they continually overlook. Stop begging for attention from those who freely give attention elsewhere. You were not created to spend your life proving your worth. Your value was established long before anyone formed an opinion about you. The people I send into your life will not require endless persuasion. Healthy relationships involve mutual effort. Healthy connections involve mutual respect. Healthy love involves mutual commitment. If someone repeatedly shows you that they do not want the role you assign them in your life, believe what they are showing you, and then place them in my hands. Bitter. Do not become angry. Do not seek revenge. Simply release them. Bless them. Pray for them. And keep moving forward. Your destiny cannot be tied to someone else's unwillingness to participate. I have too much planned for your future for you to remain stuck at a closed door. Keep walking. Keep trusting. Keep believing. I am guiding your steps. My child, one reason you fear losing people is because you secretly worry that no one else will come. But that fear is not from me. I am a God of abundance, not scarcity. I know how to bring the right people at the right time. I know how to connect destinies. I know how to create opportunities. I know how to establish relationships that honor my purpose. The person leaving is not your source. The friendship changing is not your source. The relationship ending is not your source. I am your source. And because I am your source, you do not need to panic when resources change. You do not need to panic when people leave. You do not need to panic when seasons shift. I remain constant. I remain faithful. I remain present. The right people will arrive. The right opportunities will appear. The right connections will develop. Trust me with the timing. Trust me with the process. Trust me with the outcome. I have never abandoned you, and I am not about to start now. My child, someone may indeed be preparing to leave your life, And if that happens, I do not want fear to guide your response. I want faith to guide it. Do not immediately assume disaster. Do not assume rejection. Do not assume failure. Ask me what I am doing. Ask me what I am teaching. Ask me what I am preparing. Dread today becomes the breakthrough you celebrate tomorrow. Sometimes what leaves creates room for what belongs. Sometimes what ends creates room for what begins. And sometimes the person walking away is simply making space for the purpose I have been preparing all along. You do not need all the answers right now. You only need to trust the one who does. I see every detail. I know every reason. I understand every outcome. And I promise this: what I have planned for your life cannot be destroyed by the departure of one person. Your purpose is bigger than one relationship. Your future is bigger than one goodbye. Your destiny is still secure in my hands. So release your fear. Release your anxiety. Release your need to control every outcome. And trust me, because I am leading you into a future that is greater than anything you are losing today. I am with you. I am for you. And I am already making a way forward.